Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing this really bright look. It was definitely really fun to come up with something like this and to incorporate so much color. It's not something that you would probably wear every day. Maybe you would, but I really thought it was just a lot of fun and it was different. If you're curious to see how I got this look, stick around and don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and like this video. I'll talk to you guys soon. Alright, so the first thing that I am going to do is I'm going to take my MAC Time Check lotion and I am just going to put this all over my face, and this is going to act as my primer. It is a primer. And as you guys can tell, I have already applied my eyebrows just to kind of move things along. For my eyes, I'm going to be using my Urban Decay Primer Potion in the anti-aging one. So for today's look, I'm going to be using my Natasha Denona Star Palette, and I'm going to take the shade Vega, which is that shade right there, with a MAC 224, and I'm just going to start dusting this all over my lid and also just into the crease. And this is just setting that color, or I'm sorry, that primer, and really just giving us a really smooth canvas to work with. The next shade I'm going to go and take is Phoenix, which, let me show you guys, is this shade here. And I'm going to use the same 224, and I'm going to add this into the crease just so that it'll serve as our transition shade. For my brow bone, I'm just going to take this Bobbi Brown Pale Yellow powder, and I'm going to take the same brush that I've been using for my shadows, and I'm just going to apply that right under the brow. Alright guys, now I'm going to take, what is this? Electra, which is this shade right there, and I'm going to use the same brush. I like to keep things as easy for you guys as possible, and I am just going to apply that into the crease also. And all we're doing is just building our transition shade. You don't need to use all of these colors. I just really want this to be a very colorful and pretty look. So I'm going to go back into Vega, which is this really pretty peachy brown shade, and I'm just going to use that to soften and diffuse that shade so that it's nice and blended. I mean, well, you know what I mean, to blend, further blend my messy ass crease. Alright guys, now here comes the fun part. So for my lid, I'm going to be using this really beautiful dual chrome shadow. It's called Orion, and let me show you guys what that looks like. It is this beautiful green maroon color. I absolutely love it. If you don't have this palette and you want something similar to it, MAC's Club is exactly that same color. So I'm just going to take some Fix Plus and a MAC 239, and I'm just going to wet that brush because I want this to be very pigmented and I want it to show up as very metallic. So I'm just going to apply that to my lid. So I'm gonna go back with Phoenix, which was this really pretty red shade with my MAC 224. And I'm just going to lightly blend the edges of Orion. I really love this combination. So for my under eyes, I'm gonna be using Undercurrent liner by MAC. I wanna say that you can still get this. It's just a beautiful emerald green shade, and it's one of those shades that I would wear often. And then this is really going to bring out the green in this look. So now to kind of smudge out that lower lash line, I'm going to go back in with Electra, which is the deeper burgundy shade right there in this palette. I'm just taking a pencil brush and I'm going to smudge this lower lash line out. All right, so now before we add anything else onto the eyelids, we're gonna move on to complexion. And today I'm gonna be using my Bobbi Brown Warm Neutral, which is 4.5 foundation stick. And I'm just going to apply this. I forgot that I have this foundation, to be honest with you guys. And I saw it the other day and I wore it. So I said, let's give it a go then. And I'm going really heavy with this because it's not full coverage, and Mama likes full coverage. I'm gonna take a little bit of Fix Plus, and I'm wetting my L'Oreal sponge, which I really love this sponge. It's so good. So if you can get your hands on it, get your hands on it. For my concealer, I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape in Tan, and I'm just going to place this under my eyes. Alright guys, so today for my bronzer, I'm actually going to be using a cream bronzer. I'm going to be using my Sephora 95 brush, and I'm using my Chanel Soleil Tan, the Chanel, and that's what it looks like, and it's new. And so I'm just going to take my brush, I'm going to swirl it, and this is one of my favorite bronzers. So I'm actually going to start off with this, and then at some point I'm going to use probably just a powder one just to emphasize my bronze. But as you guys can see, like, it definitely adds warmth to my complexion. And I'm just going to stipple that on. I love this bronzer, it's so natural. So now for the center of my face, I'm going to be using my Pale Yellow Bobbi Brown powder. And I'm just going to use a puff that comes with it, and I'm just going to press this all over my face. And then this is going to set our makeup. And we're going to take it under the eyes. I love this powder. It's one of my favorites. Okay, so now continuing with our eyes, I'm going to take this Marc Jacobs pencil in, what is the name? Out of the Blue. And I'm going to use this in my waterline. So if you're kind of asking yourself, why am I using another liner when I've already lined my eyes? This is just going to add a little bit more pop of color. And it's also going to just add a little bit of contrast. And I have literally just been feeling the blue. So we're gonna go with it. I'm gonna take that same pencil brush and I'm just going to smudge my lower lash line out a little bit. And I'm going to take Orion, which is the green shade that we use, and I'm just going to focus that on the outer corner of the eye. And just so you guys can kind of get an idea of where this look is going. Now, sticking with the blue, I'm going to take this mascara by YSL. They discontinued this and it was one of my favorite mascaras ever, but Sephora makes this guy, which is amazing. It's just as pigmented as this. It's a really great quality mascara and it's $10. So get your hands on it, guys, because it's so good. So I'm going to take this mascara and I'm just going to apply it the same way I would any mascara. So now here is the fun part. I'm going to be using my Kat Von D Alchemist holographic palette, which looks like this. It's so freaking pretty. And the palette itself, like the colors or the highlighter is pretty small, but I will tell you guys that this is probably enough for me because I don't use colors like this on a regular basis, so I think it's perfect. But I'm going to go in with the color Emerald, Green Emerald, which is this color up here. It doesn't look like anything special, but wait till you see it. I'm going to take that same pencil brush. I'm going to use that on the inner corner. Look at that. I'm going to bring that up into the inner corner of the eye. And I'm just going to blend that in. I'm also going to take that same color with the same brush. I'm going to add some to the outer corner, and this is just going to bring out the green in this shadow. Alright, so now I'm going to go back in with Vega, which again is that peachy shade right here. And I'm going to just kind of buff out the edges of this look again, just so that everything looks very soft and blended and not just kind of like a hot mess. But so far, I love it. So we're gonna move on with the face. I'm gonna take my Becca tan powder and I'm going to be using my MAC 135 brush, and I'm going to go over that bronzer just to deepen it a little bit. For my blush, I'm going to take Isadora by NARS, and of course I'm going to be using my MAC 137. For my highlight, I'm going to be using my Sahara Golden Rose Glow by Kevyn Aucoin. This is what it looks like. And I'm just going to literally run my brush through the entire thing. And I'm going to highlight. So for my lips, I'm going to be taking In Control lip pencil by MAC, and I'm going to be using Stone by Dose of Colors. And I'm not really sure how I'm going to feel about this combination yet, but we're going to try it. And let's go in with our Stone. And lastly, we're going to just add a little bit of hydration and luster to the skin with MAC Fix Plus. I love the way that smells. Alright guys, and this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. It's definitely very fun and bright and probably not your everyday makeup, but it was definitely fun to recreate, and it's fun to step out of your comfort zone. So I hope you guys learned something new, or that I've inspired you to try something a little bit different. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and leave a comment. I love to hear from you guys. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.